Cat Above and the Mouse Below from one of the Chuck Jones era Tom and Jerry shorts was one example of a Tom and Jerry short that made me appreciate opera on a much more enjoyable and profound level, especially once you start researching a whole lot more on the affectionate parodies of certain names, as well as the aria that Tom sings as Signore Tomasino Katikazatsa. And if you know your opera history, you'll realize that Tom's baritone name as an opera singer, or more appropriately, that name is a clever homage to the impresario Giulio Gatti Casazza, who was also really well known in the Metropolitan Opera House as well as the opera world in general as one of the most influential impresarios of all time. And in terms of Tom singing that aria, Largo al Factotum, from Gioacchino Rossini's Il Barbiere di Siviglia or The Barber of Seville, I managed to appreciate that particular aria so much more than when I first listened to it because of just how challenging yet fun it is for any baritone specializing, let alone having Figaro as part of his repertoire. I definitely loved Terence Monk's rendition of that particular aria. Although, if you ask me, there had been greater and sturdier and stronger baritones who have done this aria justice, such as my personal favorites being Apollo Granforte, Gino Becchi, and Cheryl Milnes, and especially where Cheryl Milnes is concerned because of his amazing flexibility. But Terence Monk did a fine job with his aria, and then came Jerry just wrapping up with his slightly sped up voice with the patter singing. And I just remembered enjoying it when I was a very little kid. It was one of my gateways to enjoying opera on a more wonderful and enlightening level. And it just made me appreciate the absolute fun I had with Figaro's Largo al Factotum from Rossini's Il Barbiere di Siviglia.